Hello, good afternoon. A very warm welcome from the Ghantoot Racing and Polo Club here in Abu Dhabi. Match day one. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new tournament. The Ghantoot International Polo Championships. And, well, same location, different name, different handicap. We've gone from 18 goals to 20 goals. We've ditched the Ghantoot International teams here. Players just making their way across the field. Having UAE. Her Highness Sheikh Meta takes the number 1 shirt. At 2 is Tio Lucao. De Verde, and at shirts, Habtoor, having had a very good season thus far, looking to go 3 from 3. Changed their lineup. Habtoor comes in for his father, who makes way for him. It stayed the same, and Benjamin Panelo takes the place of Senor. So both teams with a change of lineup. Interesting to see how these new formations. Matthias Bavieni and Jason Dixon are on board. We're underway. Habtoor trying to straighten up on that one and pick it up on the near. Tail backhander looking for Urquiza. Benja. And Sheikh Meta's worked a good position. Can he get her skates on and get on the end of this pass? And decided that she did. Back in defence. Juan Jaureche, but Juan Jaureche dived out in front of someone. There wasn't much contact. Have gone in favour of the whites. Brief consultation. The ball has been dropped down on the penalty 2 line. It's going to be a scoring. Ball's being teed up by playing it back here for UAE. Benja goes with a full swing. Disappointed with that. Here from the back line. Here come the red shirts of Habtoor. Out of defence. Tap. Benja. Lukin comes across to try and put the squeeze on Benjamin. Near side backhander comes in there from Urquiza. Turns the action, so too is Juan Jaureche. Nicely here for Benja Panelo. And that's given him a little bit of time and space there. It was Jaureche that came in and nudged Luquín Monteverde out of the way. And a lovely pass there from. And on the end of this will be Luquín Monteverde switching to the offside. It's Luquín flying back in defence there, Jaureche. And he got the job done and stopped Young. Spins the corner. side. Whistle. So we've just got a player there in the right of way. One of the UAE players just right of way, and as a result, we've got a 5B penalty. Something of that on the near side, and he's well, he did the first. Canada will turn them around. That came in from Lacau, but it's straight back into the possession towards goal. Habtoor coming in, big ride-off coming in. Oh, what a wonderfully brilliant lined up Habtoor, and that's absolutely brilliant in defence, and for sure. Play and possession goes to UAE. Cuts it out towards Lacau. Panelo goes near side, didn't quite get the measure of the treasure. From Haureche into a centre. Juan Haureche got plenty on it, but a really good angle. And there were red. The umpires didn't like it. And there's a chance here. Circling around here on this light channel. Benka, he's got height on it. The goal is good, and it is Habtoor who opened the scoring here. Popped out the back. Well, the two Benkas were there. Keen. There's no one there in a white shirt. Benka Panella with all the time in the world to put the brakes on and set this play up here for Habtoor. To find a pass towards Araja. The man in form here has had a really good season. He's left it behind. And Lukin came in. Didn't straighten up enough. And he's drawn the umpires with. It was Benka Panella. Well, you can see a little bit too much angle for the umpire's liking, and it's going to be here and a chance for the Reds to double their lead. Habtoor has just nipped to the and it's going to be Panelo looking to go 2 from 2. This time they can rush out. There's no point rushing out for that because he's absolutely tonked it. I think he has. He's turned it over. Teams having missed a close range penalty. UAE letting that 40 go wide. And look at this, Lukien absolutely hooning down. Manelo, Lukien puts the brakes on. Can he set this play up? He's got a front run, he may have to work. Panelo comes in, tries to steal the ball away, it's just cannoned off a pony. Lacau. After some good work from Lacau back in defence, and it's Urquiza who decides to try and nudge this one past Panelo. Showing off a pony, change of direction here, and Lukien. Monteverde goes low and hard, he's gone for goal, it's gone through and under the pony there of Habtoor, who's scrambling back in defence, but he's done a good job. Right off coming in. Come in and pick up the pieces here for the Whites. Panelo called out of it there by the umpire. Shot comes in from for Panelo. Oh, look at the ride off there from Lukien. Him across the field. Juan Jauretche is back in defence here. And in attack, should I say, he's gone for goal. Watch out, folks. Collected somebody at the end of the field. Luckily, no damage done. So we're well. The umpires have called a free change. Just 1 minute and 3 seconds remaining on the scoreboard clock. After some really good, fast, open attacking polo here from both teams. A knock in here. Left, and then he breaks back to the right, and that's where the pass has gone. Monteverde will be the recipient. Got some space to work this one forward into. Put the squeeze on him. Habtoor is there on the near side, and Her Highness Sheikh Matha with a stick. And it looked like Lukien was well. See what the umpires decide here. Here's the replay. Chance for Benja to it, and this time it is straight. Well done, Benja. Never nice when you miss a close range. score there at the end of the first chukker, and in doing so, he has levelled the match here. It's
Let me tell you, girl, you my little boo thing, so I don't give a hoot what you do. Say, girl, I know you a little. Tell him I'm next. Tell him you find a little something too fresh. I know. You find a little something too fresh. I know. Put a little gold in it. Okay, I see your brother hold. My talking to you around. I can keep it chill like the Soviet blunt. I'ma keep it real when you're mad. What's with ya?
Well, welcome back, Polo Liners, as we go to some shots of the UAE camp. Looks like Hasselkloto down there. And an awful lot of tie-dye going on. Tommy Beresford sporting a tie-dye. As is someone else down there. Lucedo calling the shots. Of course he is. Young Lucedo Monteverde, UAE's #1 fan. Some nice shots coming in from the drone. Be good to hear from you. If you are out there and tuned in on Polo Line TV, those are the platforms. We've got Insta, Facebook, and YouTube. You can get hold of us on those platforms. Be great to hear from where you're watching the action from, and we'll put a shout out as and when we can. Start of the second. Great first chukker. We're in play. Panelo leaves it there for Araja. And well, they've made a real meal of it there, the Reds. Benka left it. Jose didn't get hold of it. And then Juan came across in front of Lukin. It's going to be a penalty 5, spot hit to the whites. Ball is teed up by Benja. Urquiza goes long and hard. Is it straight? It's leaking out to the right-hand side. And he got plenty on it, but in the end, a good 40 yards wide of the target. Juan Jaureche in shot there, the back for Habtoor. Brings the ball back into play here on the dark bay. And then lofts that one out towards Araja, and Araja's got the jump here on Urquiza, and he's flying. Mayer has a good look at that white line in the middle of the field, which didn't help him, but he's absolutely steaming down, puts the brakes on, looking for the goal shot. And wide was adjudged to be good on the near side. Good work there from Urquiza, but he didn't. Oh, Banca has slipped behind the goal. And he is obviously in a dangerous area with the other Benja just about to pull the trigger and smash that ball towards him. You don't see that very often. In the line of fire, Benja Urquiza just took a little slip behind the goal as he banked round the corner. And thankfully, both horse and rider back on their feet. looks okay. Pretty good time to fall off, actually, because the ball was at the feet of Benjamin Panelo, and he was about to shoot towards goal, which he couldn't do. And if they've got clear possession, they're going to have to come back to the 60. So not a bad time to take a tumble. Raja playing for Ghantoot in the next match. Taking notes. Second game of the day will be a real local derby. It's Ghantoot against Abu Dhabi. We'll be shifting fields. And we will be looking forward to having a look at those two teams in our second match. Meanwhile, back to the action here. The ball will be dropped down, and he can't tee it up. So he's going to hope that Jason Dixon gives him a lie. The umpires, of course, always try and give the players a nice lie. They try and drop the ball in an area where there's no holes and divots. But it doesn't always work out that way. Ball looks okay. Benka has to hit it. And he does hit it. Is it out to the right? No, it's not. The goal judge likes it, and he's absolutely whacked it straight through the middle. Nice work there from Benjamin Panelo. And the Reds take back the lead here in the second. It's 2-1. Hook coming in there. Reds are called out. Lacau will set the play up. Monteverde goes forward as well, and it's Urquiza who's left with possession of the ball. Benka. Couple of taps. And then leaves it for Lukin. Systematically working this one downfield. He's been told to get his skates on and use it. Finds the pass infield towards Urquiza, who tries to flick it around the corner on the near side. Didn't quite get contact on the ball, and that's allowed Haurechi to come in. Araja was there, and so too was the umpire's whistle. Penalty 5 in favour of the defending team from the spot to Habtoor. Lacau is primary here and will wait for the ball carrier that is Haurechi. Left is the call. And plenty of time here for Panelo. Benka. Now's the time to hit it. And there he releases the ball, but didn't quite get all of that. Just came up a little bit short. Haurechi was flying through. Backhander will turn them around there from Urquiza. And Luquín Monteverde, who drops in on the line there behind Benjamin Panelo, who took a big right turn. And he's drawn the umpire's whistle. And the Whites have marched their way down to the penalty 4. Haurechi just coming across and asking the umpires with regards to the position of the penalty, which as captain he's entitled to do, as long as it's done in the right way. Of course, it's not going to make any change to the outcome, and it will be a penalty 4 here and a chance for Benjamin Urquiza to level the scores. He's got the height, and he's got the direction as well. The flag is raised, the goal is good, and the game is tied. Second chukka, 2-2 between UAE and Habtoor. Ball's back in. Picked up by Lukin. He's under pressure there from Raja, who's been very quiet thus far. Jose Raja, the man in form. Had a really good season here. Here he is, working the ball forward. Auriche will drop in and mop things up here for the Reds. A little wristy shot towards goal as he got it. That's good from Juan Auriche. Worked it well, realised that there was a chance that he could be hooked. So he went for a wristy swing from about 60 yards out, and he's got the job done straight through the middle of the uprights. Good work from Auriche. 3-2 to the Reds. Lukin, near side. Back to the offside, being hunted down by Panelo. Little miscontrol, but he's got some support. Urquiza. The two Benjas coming together. Right is the call. He's gone hard and left. And Lacau may get on the end of this. Araja comes across here, the two number twos. And it's nicely worked. Good angle on that short open backhander on the near side there. And he's picked up Benja Panelo, who's swooped around the corner. Good stick work here from Panelo. Overruns it. Cannons off a pony and falls nicely back towards Teo Lacau, who's waiting for Lukin. Little flick measured backhand pass towards Lukin, who comes through at pace. Lukin Monteverde out of the air, working this one down towards the Habtoor goal. It's Lukin who brings it back in field, looking for the under the neck shot. Lukin Monteverde. Oh, yes, nicely done. Beautifully worked there by the team in white. It was Lacau who realised that he just needed to just literally drop his stick on that, reverse it for Monteverde, who came through. And some good work at the front by Sheikha Mehta. But it was Monteverde who burst his way across the field and found a nice measured under the neck shot. And he's tied the match here. It's 3-3. Panelo. Open backhander, trying to find Auriche. He was beaten to the ball. It's been reversed, but Panelo is back in defence once again. Monteverde came flying through there. Didn't get bat on ball. And Panelo, who tried to flick that one back towards a teammate, and it has worked. Picked up nicely here by Araja. Araja goes long. Where's that one gone? Is it out to the left-hand side? Yes, it is. Way out to the left, and Habtoor will not be able to deal with that. And the ball has beaten him and gone out of play. 2 minutes on the clock here in the second. And Benja Urquiza gets us back in play. Next shot called for by Lukin. Oh, he's gone for an open backhand reverse there to Benja Urquiza, but it was a very ambitious play and he didn't get enough contact on the ball. And it'll be Juan Auriche now, who slowly spins this one around the corner. He's still in contact there with Lukin, so he's allowed the extra touches. Lukin now yields and Auriche asked to get on with it. Didn't quite get the contact on the ball. Big backhander coming in there from Panelo. But it's been charged down here by Lukin Monteverde, putting the brakes on here as the ball cannons off the boards. He's got Urquiza tucked in behind. He's going to leave it there for Benja, but he's been called to use it. Oh, he's duffed that one forward. He went long and tried to find Lacau, and in the end he's hit that about 35 yards, and it's straight back into the lap here of Jose Araja. Araja working that one from behind the pony and then finding a lovely pass. This looks very good to me. Can Habtoor get there? He may be able to switch to the offside and flick it towards goal. Oh, he did everything right, but he's missed the ball. Great pass. And that will be the final action of the second chukka, ladies and gentlemen. Lovely passage of play. But in the end, all huff and puff and no goal. And we're tied here at the end of this second chukka. UAE 3, Habtoor 3.
It's been 5 years I've been coming to Ghantoot, and yes, I really enjoy it here. I have a very good time always with the family, and see, we've been doing good. So very happy to be part of this club. Like Fares said, it was the President Cup. Now they call it the Ghantoot International Championship, but it's a 20-goal tournament like always. So it's the last high-goal tournament of the season, and hopefully we have a good tournament. They did a very good job here in the club to keep the grounds good, and to be honest, they look amazing. So I'm sure we will enjoy and have fun. I think I don't know if an advantage, but at least we're in the same with the other teams, because we didn't play the silver. We started the Gold Cup against Wolf and then against Habtoor, which it was a bit tough for us. They were probably the best teams in the season, and we had to play them in the league games. So hopefully the horses go well and we have a good tournament. It happened to me before that I played this President Cup, and also they had a prize money. To be honest, yes, you think of it, it changes a lot. When you're in the field, you want to win. But when you finish, you think about the money again.
Welcome back, Polo Liners. Welcome back to images of UAE team. That's Her Highness Sheikh Maitha Al Maktoum coming back out onto the field there with Benjamin Urquiza, who's got the nod at back here for the white shirts of UAE. Currently 3-3 as you see there. Start of the third chukka. Players making their way up to the top end of the field where we had that chance by Habtoor Al-Habtoor. In the end, he didn't get baton ball, and the ball beat him over the back line. So it's going to be a knock in to the whites, and it's going to be Benja Urquiza. Urquiza. A tap and a whack. Monteverde. With a nice bay pony that's... Lukin's got one in the face there, I think. Ambulance! Backhander came in, and Lukin had nowhere to go. It's coming. And that was hopefully not as serious as it looks.
Who got it? Lukin.
Good response from the ambulance. Let's hope that's called him on the goggles. It's Benja Panelo who comes into the near side play, and Lukin was 5, maybe 6 yards behind him, and that one's gone straight up into his chops. So whilst Lukin gets some medical treatment, we're going to go to a break for all of our Polo Line TV viewers, and hopefully give you some good news when you get back. Well, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to everybody tuned in on the live stream, and welcome back to our spectators here at the Ghantoot Racing and Polo Club in Abu Dhabi. And the good news is, as you can clearly see on the monitor, that Luquin Monteverde is back on board. They patched him up, and that's really good to see. Just having a little stick and ball, checking that the eyes are okay. Never nice when you get hit in the face with a polo ball. And that one certainly was travelling off the stick of Benja Panelo. But the young man looks okay. He's tough and he's back out and ready for action. And here's the replay, and you can see how close he was. Absolutely no chance whatsoever. No intent there, of course, from Benja Panelo, who shows his concern. He's straight off his pony there. But just one of those things in polo that we don't like to see. So just a slight delay here. The ambulance seems to be crawling at about 1.5 miles per hour down the safety zone. And is currently potentially in a dangerous position. So we're just holding fire for that. Still loads of time left on the clock here in this third chukka, 7:21. Of course, that incident happening pretty much from that first play off the back line. It was Urquiza out towards Monteverde, and then the intervention of Panelo. 3-3 in the third. We're back underway. That one's gone forward towards Lacao. Oh, and he thought about having a little nibble there in front of Jose Araja, and he thought twice about it, and rightly so, because he would have been playing across the legs of that pony, and in the end he's had to just take his medicine and watch the ball cross the back line and go out of play. Possession back to the Reds. Aurici. Panelo wants it left, and that needs to stay in play. Oh, and it didn't, just got a little bit too much on that one. A little bit unlucky, but just overhit. And as a result, good position here for the whites. Urquiza. He tried to steer that pass in. Well, it's fallen very nicely straight onto the stick of Luquin. And Monteverde is weaving his way through the traffic here. He's got some support from Lacao. Shot comes in and he's not going to miss from there. Nicely worked by the whites, who got a touch of fortune as that one just cannoned off a pony and fell into the path of Luquin Monteverde. But between him and Lacao, they've latched on to the end of that pass from Benja Urquiza, and it is the white shirts who go into the lead for the first time in this match. It's 4-3. Aurici turns the corner. Will get the block on Monteverde and allow Panelo a chance to work this one downfield. It's gone out to the right-hand side, and well, Sheikha Matha doing a really good job here on Habtoor, but he's come up with a nice little near side flick. Didn't quite get enough on it in terms of distance. He couldn't get back to it, and that's allowed Urquiza to find a nice pass out towards Luquin. The whites are on the march here. Monteverde's up over the halfway line. Tracking back and coming across towards him is Jose Araja. Urquiza waiting in behind his teammates, but it's going to be Lacao who picks it up, and Lacao's gone for goal. The whites were appealing. It was Luquin Monteverde with a couple of heys, and in the end, the shot goes wide to the left. Haurechi. Lecao will wait for him. A couple of taps from Juan. And right is the call. Araja. Ball cannons the boards and stays in play. Can he hit this first time and return the favour downfield? Haurechi was the one to it. Didn't quite get enough on that to bring it back in field. And Habtoor will come through. Haurechi goes for goal. Where's that one gone? Oh, it hasn't gone anywhere. And it'll be Urquiza who spins the corner and sets up an attack here for the Whites. End-to-end stuff here at the Ghantoot Racing and Polo Club as Urquiza pumps that one forward. He's trying to get a bit of cut onto it, but he's hit it quite straight. Sheikh Ametha, near side. Oh, well done. She's done really well. And Lecao will drop onto that and flick it past Urquiza, Panelo, and it's still Lecao up in front of goal. Left, right, and then a little flick, and a second goal for Teo Lecao in this chukka. And UAE open up a 2-goal cushion here with 3 minutes and 45 seconds left on the clock in the third. It's 5-3. We saw the replay there. It was Lecao once again with some stick work right in front of goal. He scored a similar goal at the other end of the field. Back-to-back goals for him. And the Whites, having been behind for most of the game, find themselves with a 2-goal advantage. Everybody's onside from the throw-in, and it's the Whites on the march once again. It's Lecao looking to go for 3. He's looking for a hat-trick. Lecao's gone from range. Is he going to get there? Yes, he is. Wonderful stuff from Teo Lecao, who picked it up from the throw-in, looked up, and he went from distance. And there's nothing that Benja Panelo could do. He came flying back in defence. But in the end, it was to no avail. And UAE doubling up on Habtoor here. It's 6-3. Back to the centre. The Reds need to score next. They need to stop the rot. Panelo tried to flick that one downfield. And the Whites are absolutely flying at the moment. Look at this. It's Urquiza reaching out and getting away from Juan Haurechi. A little check there from both of them. And it's Urquiza with the goal shot. Benjamin Urquiza on the near side. And that's absolutely brilliant from Benja. Was there a whistle? There was. Clock stops with 2:24. Didn't hear the whistle. They're going to go upstairs here and check this. Our third man is currently having a look. The goal is good. And UAE are flying. 7-3. Back in play. Habtoor trying to do something about that scoreline. Backhander comes in from Lecao, turns them all around. First to surface. There's 2 red shirts here, so Panelo will take the block on Monteverde and allow Haurechi to set the play up here for the red shirts of Habtoor. Nudges it up over the halfway line. Benja goes out to the right-hand side. There's the pass to Panelo. Little glance over his shoulder. He's got Haurechi tucked in behind him now. But he's attracted the attentions of Monteverde, who's come up with a big ride-off, and he's stolen the ball away here, Luquin. Good work here from Luquin Monteverde. He's been told to use it. Sets it and whacks it. Gets plenty on that and nudges it down towards Urquiza. But he's in turn been nudged out of the way there by Juan Haurechi. The 2 number 4s with a real scrap for possession there inside the 30-yard line, but a nice little spin turn from Juan Haurechi. Haurechi now out towards Araja, who's been mysteriously quiet throughout this game, but can he come to life now? They need him. Big hook coming in there from Urquiza. And Urquiza at the moment seems here, there and everywhere. Good work from Benja around the corner. Stolen away by the other Benja. This time it's Panelo. Panelo's open backhand goes out towards Haurechi. And it will find Haurechi. That one's been cannoned into a pony. Monteverde wanted the whistle, but not at that distance. And play will continue. Here comes Panelo. Solo is the call. So he puts the brakes on. Good communication coming in there from Araja. Oh, and that's a good hit downfield, and that's right on the money. Look at that, the perfect pass out towards Habtoor. Oh, Habtoor, surely he's going to finish it from there. It's going. Oh, it's gone. It's across the line. The goal judge likes it. A wonderful pass from Benjamin Panelo, who tonked that one straight over the top, and it was right on the money. And Habtoor, not the most convincing of contacts, but he'll be really happy to have got that one across the line and right on the stroke of half-time. And a huge goal it could prove to be, because Habtoor, who are under the pump there, they conceded 4 in a row, have stopped the rot right in the dying embers of the third chukker, and they pull one back for themselves, and they'll go in at half-time trailing here, 4-7.
For those who want to see them grow, we draw the curve. For winners, we do more than cheer. And for horse lovers, our respect, support and commitment to deliver to you only what we would give to our horses, because Ghantoot Equestrian Supplies was created with the mission of making the most quality products accessible to everyone.
Let me tell you, girl, you my little boo thing, so I'll give a hoot what what you do, say, girl, I know you a little too tame. I'll be shooting that shot like 2K, girl, I know. Tell him I'm next. Tell him you find a little something too fresh, I know. Tell him I'm next. Tell him you find a little something too fresh, I know. Put a little gold in the teeth and the fit good, so I took the doors out the deep, okay. I see a brother holding your seat, no beef, but I'm trying to get to know you at least. Don't take my talking to your own. I can keep it chill like the Soviet blunt. I'ma keep it real when your man long gone. If you're looking for a friend and you got the wrong song, baby girl, what's good? What's with ya? If you book tonight, that's fiction. I'm outside, no pictures. You want me? Go figure. To the back, to the front. You a 10, baby girl, but I'm the one. Hey, to the back.
Well, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the second half of our first game in the Ghantoot International Polo Championships. Match day 1 here. And, well, what a feast we've had thus far. Brilliant first half. Currently 7-4 to UAE, who had a very good third chukker. Let's have a look at the chukker by chukker. You can see it there. It was nip and tuck. 1-1 at the end of the first. 3-3 at the end of the second. And then 4 goals to the whites and just the 1 to the reds in that third chukker. But, well, how important could that goal have been right at the end of the third? A brilliant pass from Panelo. And Habtoor, who got away from Sheikh Ametha for the first time in this match. He's done a brilliant job marking him thus far. But Habtoor getting on the end of that pass and getting that one across the line. So currently 7-4 to the white shirts of UAE. Umpires just playing with their balls and getting set for the second half. Ball's in. Who got it? The two bankers at the back of the pack that cancelled each other out. Lukeen tries to flick that one out towards Lecao. Good contact on the ride-off despite the claim there from Haldichin. Around the corner here and round the outside will come Urquiza. Looks for the cut shot. This looks close. Oh, unlucky. He's coming through at pace. The ball was hopping around a little bit. In fairness to him, he got a really good contact on the half volley, but he couldn't quite get the angle. And that one is out over the back line, and possession will go back to Juan Haldichin. Back to the left goes Panelo. Lukeen desperately trying to get across there, and he's got to Panelo, but Raja on the grey with all the time in the world to pick a pass. Hasn't come up with that. Lukeen back in defence here for the whites. Decides to try and outrun this lovely grey of Raja. Oh, and he tried to flick that back to Benka, and he didn't get much on the ball, and it will be Raja who was sitting in the pocket behind, who picks up possession here for Habtoor, comes across, takes the challenge there from Lukeen, falls nicely here for Benka. Urquiza is back in defence. Panelo has the ball, and it's fizzed downfield, and it will be Benka the Benka. Here's Urquiza back in defence, goes for the tail backhander and finds an absolute ripper. Out to the far side, Sheikh Ametha turning sharply, and she's picked up a nice one under a pony's neck and out towards the boards. The whites are on the march once again. Sheikh Ametha Al Maktoum up over the halfway line. Panelo back in defence here for Habtoor, will put the brakes on. Oh, huge ride-off coming in from Lecao. But Panelo still has it. Benka. A low pass out towards Raja. Raja, oh, lovely timing on that, and he's just nudged it under the stick there of Urquiza, and it is Raja down towards goal, and he doesn't often miss these, ladies and gentlemen. Jose Raja comes to life here in the fourth, and the Reds are on the move once again. They've cut the gap. It's 7-5. Well, a couple of changes going on for the whites. and one for the Reds. Both Benchers have changed, so too has Lecao. And it'll be the two Benjamins just in time for the start of the 25-second count, shall I say. Big ride-off coming in there. Two number twos. Raja wanting the whistle, but the contact looked good from Lecao. And he's gone past his man. Can he find this one back towards goal? Decides to put the brakes on. Works it around the corner. Haldici is there. So too is Panelo. And he's shown too much of that to Benjamin Panelo, but then steals it back. Panelo will go across the face of his own goal and just try and wristy flick out towards the far side. Big ride-off coming in and an appeal. And a whistle from Matthias Bavieni. Well, here's the replay. It was pretty tight in there, wasn't it? There was a ride-off there. And then a red player coming in and taking the ball. The decision has been made, and I can tell you the decision is a penalty 3. Here's the replay. So a 40-yard hit here for the Whites. And it'll be an opportunity for Benjamin Urquiza to restore a 3-goal advantage. He's looking for 8-5. Getting quite fussy about the ball, but he selected one. And he circles around here. And this bay pony's got quite a high head carriage. But so do most of his. Looks quite comfy. Sets himself, good contact, looks straight, and it is straight. Out into the desert behind the goal. Good penalty there from 40 yards by Benja Urquiza. And the Whites open up that 3-goal advantage once again. It's 8-5. We're back in play. Habtoor, done well. Flick that one across and away from Luqui Monteverde. Lecao has had to go back in defence here with Haldici because the Reds have got possession. It's Panelo who's weaving it through the defence. Still Benja Panelo. And he's still got it. Takes the contact there and comes around the corner. Two Benjas once again tracking each other, but it's Panelo who comes up with the ball and then eventually leaves it behind, and Urquiza says thank you very much. Smashes that one down and away from the danger zone, out towards the boards. Once again, Panelo and Urquiza in close contact. Use it is the call. Lecao trying to get on the end of that, but Haldici will say, well, and that's nice from Juan Haldici. Fakes the backhander, dummies that, and then spins the corner, sets it up nicely, and then finds a pass. Touched out of the air nicely, though, by Benja Urquiza, who's having a really good showing here for the white shirts of UAE. And it's Urquiza on the march once again. Nice little deflection out of the air, and he's dropped onto that himself, and Haldici comes across and deals with him. Backhander is a beauty, and look at this, Araja has gone past his man, and Araja now with an opportunity here for the Reds. He's put the brakes on, steadies the pony, lovely looking approach shot. Oh, look at the ride-off from Lecao. And it was huge. Big contact, both players committing fully to the play, and it's good to see that Jose is back on his feet. There's the ride-off. Well, let's see what the umpires decide. It looks like everyone's okay. The two players just checking on each other, which is nice to see, the two number twos. Benja Panelo comes across and has a look there at Raja. He's going to get some medical attention. Looks like he's going to be okay. They'll patch him up. Let's have a look at the replay. Putting the brakes on, sweeps it under his pony's neck. So we're going to have another medical timeout here, folks. We're going to go and look at some adverts whilst Senora Raja gets a little bit of attention, and we'll be back for the resumption of this fourth chukka. Well, welcome back, everyone. Back to this stop-start game. We've had a couple of accidents, and it's good to see that Senor Jose Araja is back on the field after being patched up. Took a bit of a tumble, but he's okay. Our umpires are just having a chat and explaining exactly what happened. They've had plenty of time to assess this. Here's the replay. Swept around under his pony's neck, and it's just too far in front, wasn't it? At that speed, not quite shoulder to shoulder, and those are the margins we're dealing with. And as a result, the penalty has gone in favour of the red shirts of Habtoor, the attacking team. And a yellow. So Benka will circle around with no pressure on this penalty. And look to pop this one away. Put number 6 on the scoreboard here for Habtoor. And he does just that. So the ball is through, the whistle will go because of the yellow. And the restart will not be a neutral roll in from the centre of the field. It will be a 5B and a chance here for the Reds to try and get within 1. Audici teeing the ball up and just having a chat here with his troops. Habtoor there, the number 1. Polo is on the light chestnut. And Araja, the injured man there, the number 2. And they're having a really long chat about this one. Hatching a plan. Let's see what they come up with. 2:26 on the clock in the 4th. Juan Jaureche. It's low. Benka tries to put bat on ball and slow it down. Araja is on the end of it, and Araja is working it towards goal, and he will capitalise. Back to back from the Reds after the foul from Lecao, and they've cut the gap here. The game comes to life. It's 8-7. Well, the pass beat Benka Panelo, but it got all the way through to Araja, who doesn't seem to be too affected by that nasty tumble. And we're back in play here with Monteverde. Cute little backhand pass towards Urquiza. Benka goes hard at that one. The cow's been well ridden off here by Juan Jaureche. Thought about going offside, but stayed on the near side, and well, Luquin's done really well. Juan Jaureche from the back of the pack cuts this one away from the danger zone and out towards the Habtoor camp on the far side of the field. Araja wanted the whistle. Comes in with a challenge there on Lecao. The two number 2s coming together once again. Juan Jaureche almost out of the saddle there, but he's okay. Play will continue. Benka punches that one downfield towards Sheikh Mehta. Luquin flying around the outside of Panelo there and picking up a beauty on the near side. Plenty of power on this horse. Has he got the handle? Yes, he has. Lovely turn. Wow, look at this big, slightly bigger, rangier horse than he's used to riding, but it's certainly performing for him, and whoa. Well, a loud blast, and rightly so. It's all a bit harum-scarum. It was Luquin Monteverde and Jose Araja involved again. The umpires are just having a chat.
No, it's Luquin's line.
just making their decision here. Jason Dixon just explaining what the decision is. The ball's been plonked down on the penalty 2 line. And another yellow has been brandished. This time it's gone to Senora Raja. As we look at the replay there, luckily the collision not as bad as the previous one, but certainly lots of action here for Jose Raja in particular. Here comes Urquiza, looking to go 9-7. Benka with a good firm hit, and he's got the job done. So there will be another whistle, and the whistle went before the hooter, so they'll come back to the centre of the field. The ball will be dropped down on the halfway line. Definite whistle before hooter. And that, of course, all coming as a result of that yellow against the Habtoor number 2. So Benka just being told to stall the restart here. We've got Jason Dixon, who's gone over to the clock to explain the situation with the time. We will be playing the 30 seconds. So, can UAE do what Habtoor have just done? Convert the penalty 2 and capitalise from the 5B. Benka, this looks straight, this looks good. Oh, it's just leaked out to the right-hand side, but look at the turn from Monteverde. Looking, and that is extraordinary around the corner. He's claimed that he got clipped. And there's a few shouts and screams between the two sets of players at the end of that fourth chukker. They're all certainly up for this one, no doubt about it. A wonderful, cute turn from Luquín Monteverde. The pony whipped round the corner and his stick work was up to it. And, well, he has capitalised, and UAE have converted the penalty 2 and the 5B, and they find themselves back into a 3-goal lead here, having brought up double figures on the scoreboard. At the end of the fourth, it's 10 goals to 7.
Comes in there by Haureche, and through the goal it is. One Haureche. First time play by Faku, sends it forward once again. Pinello's going to be up the middle of the field. He's got some pace. They're both running well onto his near side, underneath the neck and in towards the goal. It goes towards the goal and through the goal it is. By Pinello, he's looking to see what his options are. He's got Habtoor going down picnic side. He decides to take it and run it up the middle himself here now. No one can come onto that one there. Keeps it short. Comes out into space. Good play there by Benka, working his way through the traffic here now. Up past Haureche it is, and he's got Faku to get up past, show and go, and off he goes. Here comes Pinello showing his class and puts that one away. A beautiful goal there for Faku. Faku goes to the man and leaves it now for Haureche. Haureche going toward the goal. One Haureche. Oh, he checks up the pony. He's got plenty of space and time. In he comes. There's a little bit of play going on off it. He goes forward and tries to flick that one through. And to finish it off there, golden goal.
Welcome back, everyone. Start of the 5th and potentially final chukker in match number 1, match day 1 of the Ghantoot International Polo Championship. The umpire's just explaining what's happened there. Right at the end of that 4th chukker. Well, let's have a look at the chukker by chukker progression. Level at the end of the 2nd, 3-3, but then you can see UAE turning the screw. It was 7-4 at half time, and they find themselves with that 3-goal advantage here at the end of the 4th, and start of the 5th, it's 10-7. Habtoor breaking from the pack, trying to get this chestnut to run, and he's windmilling his way down the field. He's still got it here. This is Habtoor, and he's got it. What a wonderful goal. Well, the ball never really settled, and the chestnut was reluctant to run, but he kept his nerve. And a little wristy shot from behind the pony was the perfect approach, and he wasn't going to miss from there. Just the start the Reds needed here at the start of the 5th. We're back in play. Haudici goes near side. Just gets there ahead of Lukin, who tried to snick the ball away. Habtoor is there once again. Habtoor under his pony's neck, goes past his pony lines. Ball cannons off the boards. He's still in possession here. He's got Lukin Monteverde coming across as company. But the Whites have picked it up. And it looks like Benka Urquiza has the ball. Tries to launch it over the top. Juan Haudici leaning out of the way to let that ball come past him, and then riffing into a near side backhander, turns it back in field. Picked up here by Habtoor, and he's gone beyond the last line of defence once again. Oh, he's left it behind, but he's got some support here. It's Panello with a little wristy flick towards goal. Benka Panello. Oh, it's gone wide. Have they called for a corner, or was there a foul? It's a corner. Just deflected wide, and it will be an attempt here from 60 yards from Benja Panello. Teeing the ball up now, Panello. Still plenty of time in the game. 5:57 on the clock in the 5th. And, well, not a lot of angle on this. It's probably not even 10 yards away from the centre of the goal. So that won't be an issue for him. Nice rhythm on the pony, Benja. It's low, it's hard, and it's gone through the traffic. They all took a, well, some of them had a go at the ball, tried to pluck it out of the air. It was a dangerous height for all of those players in the goal, but it's straight enough, and Habtoor have scored, and they've cut the gap here. They're right on the shirt tails of UAE. It's 10-9. Possession huge in this throw-in. Momentum is all red at the moment. Habtoor, near side. Lukin came through, couldn't get bat on ball. Lacau. And Urquiza will escape and pick that one up. And Urquiza is flying down towards goal. It's Benja Urquiza with a really good-looking approach shot. Benja, ball out of the air. He's got it. Lovely goal by Benjamin Urquiza. Well, beautifully done as we look at the aerial shot there from the drone. The ball popped out nicely for him on the centre of the field, and he was gone with momentum. And they couldn't get back to put in a challenge. He got the job done. 11-9. Lacau hooked on the backhander, but eventually got something on it. But it's picked up here by Araja, and Araja is in on goal here, and it's Jose Araja looking to try and get double figures here for Habtoor. He's flicked it towards goal, and he is so accurate from that kind of range, blistering in front of goal once again. Jose Araja takes us back to a one-goal game. Habtoor 10,
UAE 11. Four minutes remaining on the clock. We're back in play. Lukin has it on this rather strangely coloured mare. She can run. Lukin reaching out. Good work out of the air here by Lukin Monteverde. Benja Panelo comes across, has cover. And Lukin, oh, this is good from Lukin, but he snatched at the goal shot. He worked the space beautifully, but he just went a bit too quick at that, and it looked a little bit rushed. And he's turned it over and pulled it out to the left. Well, what a chance. He worked the space beautifully. Hauriche taking the full allocation of 10 seconds on the restart because he had Araja changing ponies. Panelo goes out to the left, and Hauriche is in hot water here. He's been nudged out of the way and hassled and harried by Lecao. Lecao coming in there and turning the play for UAE. Good work here by the number 2. Will take the contact there and the ride off and flick this one back towards goal. Araja comes in with a big near side backhander, and it's going to beat the 2 number 2s out of play. And it looks like it's going to be a knock-in and a chance here for the red shirts of Habtoor to clear the ball away from the danger zone. 2:42 on the clock. Panelo. Right is the call. And there, that's a nice pass, nicely read and nicely worked into the space here for Juan Hauriche. Has he got enough on that? No, he hasn't. He's mishit it. Lukin comes in, tries to sweep a little tail backhand, but he's overhit that, and he's allowed Juan Hauriche to drop in on the line. Hauriche trying to get the better of Lecao. Lecao comes across here and will have to go offside. Benja's there on the near side, and Lecao comes up with a near side backhander and turns them around once again. Araja hooked out of it, just took too much time there and allowed Benja Urquiza to come in. Urquiza's had a really good game. He's been all over the place today. Backhander out towards Lukin Monteverde. Hauriche will get back in defence here and turn the play. Finds a pass out towards Benja. Benja with plenty of time. He's got his namesake coming across the field, trying to put the squeeze on him. Panelo puts the brakes on hard on the chestnut. Weaves back in behind the traffic. Panelo. Oh, he didn't get hold of that at all, did he? He's duffed it straight towards Urquiza. Urquiza's tail backhander is out towards Lukin Monteverde. Lukin now brings it around the corner. Good skills from the young man, confident, dangerous play across the face of the field. He didn't want to leave it behind there, but he's done really well, and he's found an absolute ripper of a pass up towards Sheikha Meita Al Maktoum. Sheikha Meita putting the brakes on. Meita working this one back in field. She's done well, but not quite well enough because Benja Panelo has snuck in and played a tail backhander out towards the boards. Big ride off coming in. Appealing there was Hauriche. But the contact looked okay. It wasn't the cleanest ride off, but it was okay. The 2 number 2s come together. Here comes Araja. Tail backhander out towards Panelo, who turns back in behind the pony here of Lukin Monteverde. And Benja Panelo will put his pony through its paces and try and get this one across the halfway line. Panelo now on the march here for Habtoor. He's caned it out to the right-hand side, but he's still got it. Big ride off from Lecao. And the deep under the neck shot came in. And wow, what a wonderful finish to the match. A brilliant game. And the Reds have run out of time. They were on the attack, but they left it a little bit too late. And the hooter goes to end the match. And UAE have held on here. A brilliant game. 11 goals to 10. Well, here's the chukker by chukker, 1-1, 3-3. And the Whites with a good third chukker, scoring 4 and conceding just the 1. It was 7-4 at half-time. And then 10-7 at the end of the 4th. UAE had that 3-goal lead. And a really good comeback from Habtoor, who scored 3 goals in that final chukker. But they needed 4 to force the tie. And they've just come up a little bit short. Players just shaking hands. Gives me an opportunity to say hi to some of our viewers tuned in on Polo Line. Rana Norman says, hello everyone. Ghulam Abbas says hello. Mohammed Akram says hello and is supporting UAE. Mohammed will be very, very pleased with that result. Alex Martinez says, good day for polo. Tuned in from Wellington, Florida. And Felipe Mendes de Almeida says, hello, I'm watching it from Portugal. Great match so far. So great to have so many people on the live stream and sending in their support and love for these teams and their players. And, well, what a wonderful game that was. We're going to dismantle things here now and make our way across to another ground for our second match. Don't forget we've got Ghantoot versus Abu Dhabi coming up. Let's have a look at the match stats here. Field goals, 7-6 in favour of the Whites. Throw-ins shaded by UAE, 11-10. Fouls committed, 6 per team. Penalties, 4 out of 5 for the Whites, 3 out of 4 for the Reds. And there was a yellow card each team, and that corner was converted by Benjamin Panelo. 1 out of 1 for him, and no corners for UAE.
So Habtoor go off to a round of applause. It's a much changed team from the one that has picked up the silver and the gold cup. They played well, but they just left themselves a little bit too much to do. But a new lineup takes some time to gel, and they'll be back to fight another day. Good to see that Jose Arraza is okay. So too Luquín Monteverde, who got a ball in the boat race earlier on in the match. But both players good to continue, which is nice to see.